Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today, we're going to be showing off whatever this is.
Howdy, folks. As you can see, or maybe you can't, let's hit these lights. We have finished painting and assembling a small example of our Dungeons and Lasers Sewar sets. This is actually two sets put together. And as you'll notice, we have lit it up with some new lights to make it look more like lava.
I like that.
And I think it turned out pretty good. I could have placed the lights a little bit better, but it's kind of difficult. I did think of a way to do it differently next time, and that would be to hook the wires underneath
Might be a bit hard to see on the camera, but
to hook the wires underneath the floor clips. But we'll go over that in just a second, because I don't think you guys get a really good idea of what kind of lights we're using. We are actually using a new kind of light. Something that we came across just recently, and I think it's going to make a world of difference. So with that said and done, let's take a look at the actual lights. These are not the usual lights we use. The usual ones we use are these over here. The dollar store 10 light strands for $1 in various colors.
these are orange, obviously.
Right. The fairy lights they come in at least for me, I bought these on Amazon. It came in a 12 pack for about $12, which was pretty nice.
We used pretty much the same lights on the Christmas tree for the Woodhaven contest in our video.
Not the fairy lights.
On the tree?
No.
Oh.
It was a complete, I think it was, well, maybe.
I think they were basically fairy lights.
But basically it's a much longer strand. I think it's closer to 20 lights, and it's close to 10 feet long. So you can really spread these out or bunch them up easier than the traditional thicker wire. And just to give you an idea, let's see if I can undo this real quick. They're very thin wires, very. So you're going to want to be kind of careful, but
They are almost entirely made of metal.
yeah, there's no...
So you can bend them in similar way you can bend regular metal
I'm
wire.
going to pull the tab out real quick and just give you an idea of what we're looking at. It's much thinner wire, much more bendable, and they'll stay in shape. Once you bend it, you know,
Fold it if you want.
you do all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I didn't really fold it very well, but
Right. Okay. And like I said, it's a much longer strand, and at about $1 a piece, you're still not doing too bad.
yeah.
And you can get them in larger packs, but I thought 12 was more than I needed, and I'm probably going to end up just using these as replacement batteries more than anything else, the extras. Now, Dollar Tree has a new set of lights that they're selling.
But you're
Basically the same thing. And these are green. Whoops, sorry, little man.
You know, that's weird. I was using just a bundle up version to knock everything down a few minutes ago. And by minutes, I mean hours.
And as you see, you could easily use these for your green clear plastic, or like us, when we opted for all clear plastic so that we could, you know, change them instead of being stuck with one color, which I just didn't like that idea.
I do think we should get the neon green, not neon green, just the regular green, because we can't find a light that's that lime color.
Right. I think these in conjunction with the green would work. Also, if you notice right here, we put the whole little scene on top of a piece of foam core that we painted neon orange.
I think you should have painted it the regular orange, not yellow orange.
Right.
Was that a fly?
I don't think so. But as you can see, it's just, we actually peeled the paper off because that aids in keeping it from warping, which is actually been the best solution. But
Yeah.
if you were to...
Well, you probably should still, if it's warped, stays warped, still press it, but when it has paper, the paper gets wet and
it warps, and that's why that happens.
Yeah.
But they also make these in other colors. But I think these in conjunction with...
Everything else?
Right, if you can find blue ones, put the blue lights under your blue
why
clear
would the
plastic.
water be glowing?
Yeah, that's a good point, but why would the sewer be glowing also?
Because it's acid.
Okay.
You know, acid
Or,
is liquid or whatever.
or it could be, from Ghostbusters 2, and it's a river of slime. But...
The green can be a lot of things.
Right.
I noticed a while ago that...
You can even go with other colors like purple or red. It's a river of blood, which would be pretty creepy.
Even though blood doesn't glow.
I realize that, but all in all, it works out really good. It doesn't, because the wires are so thin, they don't mess with your level playing field. It's all pretty good. There's a little bit of warping with these clear plastic, and
But it's really just because you didn't connect them.
well, no, where I connected them. In some cases, I didn't connect them, but I think
Where
that
you
has
connected them, bro, fine.
I still found a little bit of warping, and that could just be a sanding issue because
It's either a sanding issue or lights.
yeah. But either way, it's not noticeable enough. It's not going to affect your gameplay, and all in all, I think it really turned out pretty spiffy. I'm really happy with the way it looked, even though I put in about 100 man hours between the two of us on this scene
It was
alone.
mostly you.
Painting.
Is Chewie, he's doing what I think he's doing.
He's being a weirdo.
He's licking the water from the mask, which I used to clean it.
He's a weird dog.
Yeah.
But
Very dusty.
all in all, I think you guys are going to be happy with the results.
Actually, that was him.
If you use the lights, obviously you don't have to. I've seen a lot of people just painting the underside of the plastic instead of painting the top. Just go with a wash or a paint,
smooth texture,
and it'll help make it look shiny like water. Personally, I'll only do that with the clear, not the clear, but the colored clear plastics like the green and the blue.
Yeah, put some green underneath it so that
it has a little more texture, a little more depth, or blue. I would recommend using washes unless you're a really experienced painter. Just a little bit of blue wash or green wash down here, let it dry and into the nooks and crannies and little crevices you have there, making sure not to get any on the peg connectors, of course, because then you're going to have difficulty putting the pieces together. But all in all, I'm really glad we went with the clear. And
there is obviously still some use to the colored.
But unfortunately,
tiles.
The clear I think are no longer available. So you
Really?
can, yeah,
They're
those were
Kickstarter exclusive.
pretty much. You can still order the blue and the green,
What we'll be doing.
which we will be doing. Because I knew that the clear was only going to be available for a limited time, which I really wasn't happy about.
Will it be available the next Kickstarter?
I doubt they're going to do clear ever again.
Anything clear?
No, just the clear, not green or blue, but just the clear.
Your sewer tiles?
And also, the lava set that's coming out next year, almost exactly a year from today, I think, with the orange clear plastic. Along with this, we'll make an even better setup, much more in-depth, more interesting possibilities for different lava rooms. Because, as you may notice, we did use some of the dwarven mines, which the little guy painted up in lava fashion. I think it goes well together. We also painted the bridges with a lava theme.
You did that.
But we have...
I did some of the metallic on some of the walls. I actually did a lot of some of the walls.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know which ones.
Right.
We mixed some of them, which was not mainly, but partially for...
Just to give you a different idea how the lava walls and the lava floors will look, because it just seems like,
Also, we didn't paint any of these specifically because when the lights are on, it's better in person, but it gives the whole room that effect.
Yeah.
And I wish that instead of when you dim down these lights, that I sometimes wish that it just actually got dimmed instead of flickering.
Yeah.
And become almost just a little bit darker than this, but it's brightest at least.
But there you have it. I hope you guys will make use of some of these new ideas and let us know what you think in the comment section, because we really, we're big fans of lava. Let's just put it that way. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of lava-themed Shadows of Brimstone monsters attacking our Dungeons and Dragons party, because they really don't make things like this for Dungeons and Dragons, or these little guys, or even these guys, which they're probably my favorite. I think I like the
Even more than the Magma Giant?
Yeah.
Why?
I think I just like the overall look of them. This guy's a little drippy, and I don't know. I just really
That's what
like.
you said last time, and I disagree completely.
Yeah, of course he likes the big guy better. I'm not gonna say he's not a great miniature.
Yeah, I think it was one of my favorite
paint jobs.
Yeah.
Experiences. I can see that. I really like the way you painted it.
I gave it like 3 layers of metallic.
Mm-hmm.
It was originally just black, then not darkstone, rough iron, then copper or bronze or something.
It was copper, I think.
Okay.
Which is also what we used throughout here to keep it all going together.
Yeah, I left some spots with rough iron, but I even left some spots with black. But yeah.
Great piece, great setup, great games. Hope you guys enjoy this as well as incorporate it into your own collections. Again, a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was totally worth it, and we'll get a lot of use out of it. So from all of us here at Shadow and Sun, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys Thursday with yet another lava-themed craft.
Oh, so that has been the Shadow and Sun show. Remember all that. And
Definitely hit the thumbs up button on your way out.
And
have a great week, and
good night. I'm gonna go amputate my leg. Oh wait.